So what is up, amigos? Hope you're doing well. My name is Maddie and welcome back to my channel. When I first saw the trailer of Lokah Chapter 1 Chandra, I walked in with optimism. You can see it in my Twitter post as well. Malayalam cinema has a long record of turning limited budgets into world-class cinema with technical finesse and artistic consistency that even 300 and 400 crore Bollywood world-class spectacles failed to achieve. The trailer itself looked promising with its neat action glimpses and polished visuals. But what really caught my attention was Dulquer Salmaan backing this project, because when someone like him steps in as a producer, it usually signals that something fresh is cooking. Still, what surprised me most is that the trailer hardly revealed anything. The actual film felt like a complete surprise package, far richer, far more layered, and infinitely more ambitious than the marketing hinted. By the time I stepped out, it was clear that this wasn't just another experiment. This was the beginning of a cinematic universe that, if nurtured right, could rewrite what we expect from Indian superhero films. So Lokah Chapter 1 Chandra doesn't rush into spectacle. It begins grounded in everyday reality before slowly peeling back the layers around Chandra, played by Kalyani Priyadarshan. Her performance holds the film together, calm on the surface but carrying enough intensity in her presence to make you believe in her powers. Naslan as Sunny adds humor and curiosity, almost serving as our eyes into her mysterious world. The humor here never slips into childish slapstick. It feels organic, flowing out of smartly written dialogues and real reactions. Even the supporting characters, who often get reduced to caricatures in superhero films, carry their weight, making the lighter moments land naturally. The film's overall impact comes down to the vision of the director, Dominic Arun. He doesn't treat this as just an action-driven superhero outing, but balances drama, humor, folklore, and modernity with control. His style of holding back information, letting the mystery unfold piece by piece, keeps the audience invested, and the way he stages both quiet character moments and larger dramatic beats shows a filmmaker who clearly knows the universe he wants to build. It is his world-building choices, what to show now, what to say for later, that give Lokah its sense of intrigue. Adding to that is the way the setting is used. The story unfolds in Bengaluru, and while a few characters speaking Kannada in slightly strange accents might feel odd at times, especially to a Kannadiga like me, it is still far more authentic than films where everyone across the world conveniently speak the same native language. What truly stands out is how the city itself is shot, bathed in polished glow that makes parts of Bengaluru look as vivid and electric as the bright streets of Hong Kong or Tokyo. Technically, the craft is striking. Nimish Ravi's cinematography keeps the visual consistently sharp, and the color grading maintains a polish rarely seen at this scale. Jake's Bijoy's score punches through key moments, while the sound design makes every action beat immersive, something you feel more than you hear. And instead of drowning us in CGI, the film cleverly uses restraint. Less is more here, and that choice makes the action look completely believable. The editing too shows real passion for detail, with smooth transitions and pacing that keep the narrative flowing in a tight rhythm. These touches make you feel the film was made by people obsessed with every frame. The interval block stands tall as one of the film's best moments, a high that electrifies the audience with its blend of backstory and raw action. It builds the world in a way that feels both ancient and modern, mixing folklore with contemporary storytelling. There is also a strong sense of dramatic build-up that begins just before the interval, and it's staged in a way that really grips you with momentum. And then comes the surprises. The film features unexpected appearances and mid-credit moments that I don't want to spoil for you. All I'll say is that they leave behind a strong promise of what's to come, hinting at connections that could make this universe grow bigger in ways we haven't seen before in Indian cinema. The restraint in not throwing everything at once actually works in its favor, because it leaves the audience intrigued and hungry for more. Now, as for the climax, it does deliver on scale and spectacle, and there is a lot to cheer about in the way it is staged. At the same time, you may feel it could have been pushed a little harder to truly match the highs of the interval, but even with that, it still closes the chapter in a way that excites you for what's ahead, while giving enough substance in the moment to feel satisfied. So what does Lokah Chapter 1 Chandra leave us with? A superhero film that sidesteps the usual Indian pitfalls of overdone CGI and forced grandeur, and instead delivers polished cinematography, smart humor, layered world building, the conviction of its actors, and above all, a clear vision from its director Dominic Arun. The climax might not hit the absolute peak some expected, but it still works, and with the surprises, mid-credit teasers, the cameos, and the confidence of a well-formed universe, the possibilities ahead are exciting. This isn't just a win for Malayalam cinema, it's a signal that Indian superhero storytelling can be done with craft, vision, and passion. But beyond the film itself, it makes you wonder, why is it that some of the boldest experiments in Indian cinema are emerging from Malayalam cinema filmmakers? Without chasing bloated budgets or hollow grandeur, they create films that feel global in scale yet deeply rooted in local identity. Lokah proves that you don't need hundreds of crores to dream big. You need conviction, craft, and a team that cares. If this is just the beginning, then we might look back at this as the point where Indian superhero cinema truly found its voice. And if you enjoyed this review, make sure to hit that like button, share this video with friends, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more such honest takes on films. Drop your thoughts in the comments about what you felt after watching Lokah if you have already. If you haven't, go to a cinema near you and watch this. Take care, stay awesome, and bye-bye.